me check the sound and make sure that the sound is good. Why is it not showing that I'm live? That's so weird. Okay, now it's showing. Hello, hello, hello. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, beautiful people. So I am here to do a live. Hello, Moonlit Sapphire. How are you doing? You guys see my flowers? I went to Whole Foods to do grocery shopping yesterday, and they had this beautiful bouquet for $5.99. And I have this vase. I actually bought this vase at the Goodwill, guys. I love this vase. I think it cost me like $3. And I bought it like a year ago, 2 years ago. But aren't these beautiful? Sometimes you just need to get flowers for yourself, you know? It's nice when people give you stuff, but you shouldn't be dependent on other people to make you feel special, to make you feel good. You know, you do first, you make yourself feel good, and then everybody else around you will make you feel good, make you feel valued. So I love these. And this is my one of my favorite flowers right here. Um, I just love that. I've always loved this pink version of like the daisy. So yeah, pink is my favorite color. So all right. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, let's pull the camera over here. All right. So he said hello. That's my mom's name, LOL. Is it? Oh wow. All right. So Sandra booked a live. Okay. And Sandra, I don't know if you're here or not, but even if you're not, we're going to go ahead and you can go back and watch this. Okay. So Sandra's concern was, hey, Jupiter. Sandra's concern was, let me pull, I'm going to spray some spray to clear the energy here. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right. So Sandra's concern was, is she going to be all right during the Civil War where she's currently at? Okay. And this is a really good question. I thought it was a really good reason to book a reading. I did. I feel like you know, a lot of people want to know, well, Sapphire, will I be all right where I'm at? Hello from the UK. Hey, I was just talking about the UK today. I really was. I was just saying I can't wait to go over to England. I really like it. You know, that's a good question. I have to ask you, River. Does anybody like? Do you guys have people over there that like dislike the monarchy, or does everybody pretty much like how they kind of run things? Because I was thinking about the government here in the U.S. and I was like, I could be wrong. The monarchy could have people that don't like them per se in their own country, because there's always somebody. But I never really hear anybody that hates the monarchy. Like I've never really heard that, you know. And I can't, you know, I don't live there, but it seems to me that they tend to take care of the people. You said lots of people do not like them. Okay. Do you feel that your government system takes care of all the people though? Like they provide enough for everybody? Because that's a different system than what we have in the States. And I know the system we have here does not provide for everybody. And that's an issue, you know? No, they don't. Okay. So then that tells me that every government system has an issue somewhere. You know, there's always going to be somebody or something that does not like it or that it does not benefit. Okay. The cost of living is high. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's over everywhere. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm going to pick your brain a little bit more next time, River. I really am. Because I would love to know a little bit more and talk to you. Even have a phone call with you about, England, and just kind of interview you and just get your opinion. What are the things that you love about it? What are the things that, if people are coming there, moving there, you said, but we have good free healthcare. Now, see, that's a plus. That's a plus right there, because we do not have that here. So that is definitely a plus. All right, so Sandra, you are a Libra. Okay, you're a Libra, and your picture, you gave me a picture of your beautiful family. Thank you for sharing that with me. They're absolutely gorgeous. Your son's got this look on his face like, what are you doing? Why are you taking a picture of me? Your daughter is too gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. So cute. All right. So, you said, is there anyone to watch or look out? Will we be okay during the Civil War? Thank you for the reading, love. Love you like a sister. I love you too, Sandra. I do. So let's take a look. I want to take a look at where, if you're going to be all right, where you're currently at, Sandra. Okay. So Holy Spirit, I ask you to come into this reading. I ask you to give me guidance. I ask you to let me know, will Sandra be all right? Okay. Will Sandra be okay where she currently is when the Civil War goes down? Everybody is going, some people are going to be okay where they're at. They're going to be able to wait it out and deal with it where they're at. Other people are going to have issues where they're currently at. So let's take a look at where she's currently living at. How it will affect her, and whether or not she and her children will be okay. Holy Spirit, tell me, will Sandra and her children, her family, be okay where they currently reside? I told you, the people who reside in the country or away from the major cities are going to be absolutely all right, in my opinion. It's just the main cities and the capitals. You said I have a whole list of stuff that you should have in your home that I've stocked up on, God forbid. Yeah, and I think I think I shared that with you guys, that patriotic food supplies. Um, which I mean, some of you guys may need that, some of you guys may not. I just think the biggest thing is water and canned goods. And if you start getting that stuff now, then when things go down, everybody else will be running in the store fighting for water and things like that, and you won't. You're gonna be, your whole garage will be full, your whole house will be full. You'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? Last time I gave this warning, I told people before the pandemic hit, I said, go shopping. I was at BJ's, I was at Costco, I was getting my food groceries done, and everybody thought I was joking. I got cases of water, and I had cases lined up of water. Okay. And people thought I was crazy. And what happened? January, February, the damn pandemic hit, and they started shutting people down and quarantining. And I was like, see, I told you to be ready. So yeah, those people who are listening to me now, get your cases of water now. A case of water costs you $5 and some cent. If you have a car, stop by Costco or BJ's, buy a case of water a week. $5. Come on now. That it's worth the sacrifice. If you have Walmart Plus, where they deliver your food, well, that you usually have to make an order of $35 to get a delivery. Okay. But add an extra case of water onto your food, man. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Okay. It's worth it. All right. So let's take a look. We have the Ace of Swords. I love this. I love this. Okay. So Sandra, what this is telling me is that you will be safe where you're at. Are there going to be are you going to feel the effect of the Civil War? Absolutely. Do you see that tree back there? The stump has been cut down. So there's going to be some things that you're going to feel where you're at, a little couple bumps and bruises, but you will be okay where you're at. You will be safe where you're at. You will be protected. Because if you notice, he has armor on. Okay. So the only thing I would tell you to do is make sure that you have plenty of water, that you get canned food. Okay. And the reason why I say you should get canned food is because, when this rioting kind of takes place, and I'm going to tell you how this is going to start. Let me tell you how this is going to start. First of all, have you guys seen that? I'm going to show you. It says Biden's bad week just got worse after he said he was the first black woman to serve with a black president. Hello. He's telling y'all, I'm telling y'all, he's telling y'all who the president is. It's not him. It's not him. He's speaking the truth. He said he was the first black woman to serve with a black president. He's serving, he's telling y'all, I'm telling y'all, she is the president. They don't want to tell y'all that he's sick. I told y'all this before. I told y'all that he was ill, and Dad told y'all that he were not trying to release it to the public. I believe that it could be dementia or Alzheimer's, early stages dementia or Alzheimer's or something of that sort. Okay. And I am telling you, they're using him as a front. He is not running shit. And if you put him in office, you're putting in office whoever's behind him puppeting. It is not really him. And you need to be concerned about that. Okay. That kind of statement in the public is concerning, to his mental health. So what I was picking up on how this civil war was going to start was that basically Trump is going to win this election, but the Democrats are not. They're going to say, "Oh, we need a recount. We need to recount, or we need a couple more days to make sure we got the numbers right." Ding, there goes my phone dinging. And during that time, people are going to feel that they're doing something to the ballot, and that may literally be the start of the civil war. So what I would tell people is, please, if they say they have to recount, if they say they have to do something, please do not go crazy. And I say that to the Trump supporters, please don't go crazy, because that's exactly what they're banking on from you guys. They're banking on the MAGA supporters to go nuts, because they're gonna stall. They're gonna stall on giving the answer on who won the election. And that's literally going to kick off the damn civil war. And they're hoping that that's exactly how it's going to work. So just, I would say stay calm for those of y'all, because we're very patriotic. Some of us are very patriotic, especially here in Texas. So just stay calm. And I would ask that they don't do this, but it's already planned. I'm going to keep it real. Okay. So with the Ace of Swords, you will be okay. You will be safe. You will be protected. Okay. I feel like there are things that are going to go on around you, Sandra, but you're going to be absolutely fine. Okay. A couple bumps and bruises. Maybe you won't be able to go outside for a little while, depending on what's going on around you. But I feel like you will be fine where you're currently at. The Six of Swords. Yeah. See, the Six of Swords reverse. You will not be able to leave where you're at, though. Okay. So with that Six of Swords reverse, wherever you are, when this civil war goes down, which you plan on staying home, you will be staying there. You will be. I don't want to say the word stuck, because I don't think stuck is the appropriate word. You will have to stay stationary is the best way to say it. Okay. But I don't feel like there's going to be a problem. I don't. Okay. I think you're going to be fine. Third card. What did I say? You're going to be fine. The Sun card. You will come through this just fine if you stay where you're at. Okay. Everybody does not need to move. I need to reiterate this, because I think when I talked about it previously online, a lot of people probably thought, oh, she's saying we got to move. There are some areas where you do need to move from. I'm not going to lie. Okay. New York is one of them. I've given all the places. Okay. I've given the safe states. But when it comes to like rural, suburban areas or cities or what, you have to ask me, because in some of these states, you could be out in the sticks and it's not going to be a problem for you. You said, oh, good, Brandy. Great. See, they extended the timeline. That's awesome. So let's see how that goes, because if it comes in the way that we say it will, then it'll be good to go. But I'm interrupting somebody. Let me get back to work. So Sandra, I do feel that you'll be fine. Okay. And Jupiter just said it. They want the MAGA supporters to go crazy like the left does every other day. They do. They're going to try and trigger the MAGA supporters. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So, they have to learn how to stay calm. And I pray to God they will, but I know some of them won't. Okay. But you will be fine. You're going to be fine. Okay. You will be fine. And with the Sun card, you will come through. Okay. And everything will work out well for you if you stay exactly where you are. Okay. So I actually like that outcome. That's a really good outcome for the situation. And look, 9 of Pentacles. You will be able to thrive where you are. I love this. This is great. This is a good answer. Yeah. So you can stay where you are and you will be absolutely fine. Okay. Yep. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Love it. All right. Now, the other thing that you asked me for your appointment, you said, is there anyone to watch out for? Okay. So I'm guessing that you're referring to love, okay, or your personal life. All right. So let's take a look at what life changes you have coming in, because it could consist of changes in the dynamic of family. Okay. It's okay, Brandy. You know I love you. That's my little sister right there. So, and I had told her to keep me up to date anyway. All right. Brandy's coming to Texas. Yep. The stars are bright in night, deep in the heart of Texas. All right. Spirit, show me what Sandra. What does she have to look forward to? Beauty. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. Yeah. And we have healing. I don't read these in reverse. Okay, but it did come out in reverse, and that's odd because I can guarantee you. Okay, so there's one other card. Yeah, these normally aren't in reverse at all. So I'm kind of shocked. So healing in reverse. I'm gonna leave it like that. I feel like you still have some healing to do. Okay. Or that you're in the process of healing still. Okay. And we'll take a look at that. And then we have forgiveness. Yep. There you go. You have somebody that you need to forgive. I'm going to tell you guys something. So today I was driving and I was talking to one of my students, right? And the father of her child, he attacks her all the time with spell work. He doesn't want her to move on. Okay. He doesn't want her to have a life. And subsequently, he is her divine partner, her twin flame, but he chose a dark path. He chose a different path, and he went down a very dark path, which ended that contract this lifetime. That's happening with a lot of twin flames, guys. Okay. There's a lot of twin flame unions that are not coming together, and they're not supposed to, because your twins are choosing not to heal. And what's happening when that happens is God will give you the partner of another twin who did not choose to heal. So if you're a woman and you have a twin flame that chooses a negative path, then there's another twin and their spouse chose a different path. Then then you two are going to come together to complete that mission. No, you're not each other's twins. You're what we call a twin ray. Okay. But the two of y'all can still complete the mission that was supposed to be completed. Okay. By the two twin couples by coming together. Okay. So that's what's happening with a lot of twins out here. They're getting twin rays where something has happened with their twins. Okay. Um, in order to get the mission done. What I feel like here, what happened was he was attacking her, and it was, I told her, you have to forgive him. And I said, you have to mean that you forgive him. See, I've had a lot of people in my life that have hurt me and done me wrong. I might talk about the stories and I might even get a little, rah rah with it. But at the end of the day, when I say that I've forgiven them, I mean that from the bottom of my heart and I'm from the core of who I am. Because if I don't forgive them, I'm going to carry that with me. And I got enough stuff to carry with me than to worry about not forgiving people who aren't in my life or chose different paths or they use their free will to go in a different direction. Okay. Sometimes we don't like the decisions that people make, but we learn how to respect them and we learn how to release them in love. I hope you find what you're looking for. I hope that person makes you happy because I want love. And if you don't want to give it to me, or, you don't want me, you don't want to be in love with me, because you're not supposed to, it's not about me receiving, you receiving. No, the two of us need to be in love. If you don't want to be in love with me, the both of us equally loving each other and caring for each other, then I have to respect that, because I don't want to be with somebody that I have to convince to respect me. I don't want to be with a man that I have to tell myself every day, Nikki, you got to be respectful. You got to be respectful. It should come organically for me to care about his feelings, for me to want to respect him, for me to not want to cause more pain and to help heal him, for me to want to be understanding, even when I don't like it, and I don't like certain things, and maybe I don't understand certain things, wanting to still be understanding and still stand in a steadfast in a place of peace. Okay. I don't want to be, I don't want somebody to be, I don't want somebody to love me and I don't want to love them. I want both of us to be in love together. Okay. This is the dynamic that we have to change as a narrative that they teach us out here. Oh, get a man that loves you more than you love him, or get a woman that loves you more than you love them. And it's crazy because men are being told to get a woman that loves them more than they love them. And then women are being told the opposite. So then what's happening? So then you get somebody so a woman will pretend that she loves you more than you love her. And then a man will pretend that he loves her more than he loves, that he loves her more than he does. And so what happens? It's not going to work, So why don't we just try and strive for equal love, equal give and take in love? It's the only way it's going to work and it's going to last. And at least it's genuine. Okay. It's real. Tell me it's real. The feeling that I feel. Tell me that it's real. Okay. So what I'm getting off of this reading, Sandra, is that I think that you've gone through some things in life that has made you question whether or not you're beautiful. Okay. Like, don't get me wrong. You're beautiful, right? But maybe you don't feel that you receive all the love that you've given out, or maybe you feel like people don't see all of your beauty. And I'm not talking about your looks. I'm talking about your heart, your soul, how deeply you love. The healing card is here in reverse because the healing doesn't necessarily have to come from a love relationship. It could actually come from your parents. It could come from your childhood. It could come where you didn't get enough nurturing. Great job, Sandra. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. So we don't know, we have to look at where does this healing need to take place. Okay. Spirit, where does this healing need to take place for Sandra still? The Seven of Pentacles. I work so hard and I feel like I'm not seeing the results of the work that I'm doing. So you've been working really, really hard on your healing and you feel that you're like, okay, I feel like I'm working on my healing. I'm putting in the time to heal. How come I'm not seeing the results of it? Or, I tell people when you really do the work to heal, you will see the results in your life. So some people will come to me and say, well, Sapphire, I've worked on healing this. And I'm like, if you worked on healing it, then why is it coming up in your energy? There's an aspect of it. When it comes to healing, let's take this cue, this die. You might have healed this side, but did you heal this side? Did you heal this aspect? And you say, well, Sapphire, what do you mean? I mean, I forgave him. I forgave her. Okay. It's not just about forgiving a person. It's about understanding, okay, all the aspects of the relationship. First aspect, why were you attracted to this person? The law of attraction dictates that we are attracted to broken people if we are broken somewhere in our own energy. So we have to acknowledge that. And we have to figure out what are the commonalities between the two things that I share with this person. They're broken in that way. What am I broken in that draw them to? It has to be something there that correlates. For some people, it could be we both didn't have our fathers. We both didn't have our mothers. We both didn't have nurturing parents. We both were latchkey kids that had to take care of ourselves. Okay. We both had relationships that didn't work out before. People took advantage of us. There's something there that drew you two together in the first place. Okay. Second aspect. What is it that, why didn't the relationship work? Well, Sapphire, it didn't work because they cheated. Okay. So they lacked loyalty. Okay. Or they were a liar. But that comes from somewhere. Kids don't grow up to just be cheaters and liars. Something happened in their life that caused them to feel that they have to lie and that they have to keep secrets. And we know the number one reason that people lie is why? Because if they tell the truth, they get punished, which is why I said stop punishing people for telling the truth. We need to stop doing that. Now, you can choose not to deal with them or change how you deal with them, but don't punish them for telling you the truth, because in a day and age right now where everybody's a pathological liar, we don't want to incite more lying. Okay. So we really need to, praise people who tell us the truth, but also be transparent and say, well, thank you. I appreciate you telling me the truth. Okay. But I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Most people lie because they're scared that if they tell you the truth, you're going to make the decision to walk away from them. And it's true. You probably will. Most of them, it depends. It depends. That's the thing, it really depends what they tell you. But see, they live in they operate in a spirit of fear. And fear tells them, if you tell that truth, she's going to leave you. And then they tell you and you're like, I'm not going anywhere. Why didn't you just tell me? So again, society, that's because most people in society would say, well, if I knew that truth, well, if they know this, so-and-so knew, and they left their husband. Okay, but I'm not so-and-so. Stop equating me to every other woman out here or every other man out here. Stop making assumptions. Okay. Because so-and-so may not have the level of healing that I have to be able to deal with this situation. Okay. I may have a higher level of feeling because I've gone through things that I have healed. And so I don't look at those things you did. My emotions, yes, am I hurt? But I'm not hurt to the point that you're destroying me. You know what I mean? And I may still say, I don't want to give up on you, to evolve, to learn, to heal. But give me that choice to decide whether or not I want to be in it. Don't make that choice by lying. I will give you more respect and be more likely to give you another opportunity in my life if you don't lie to me. Okay. So now we look at why a person lies, because somewhere in their life, they cheated on you, because somewhere in their life, all right, they don't know how to tell the truth. Okay. They don't know, or why they lie to you about cheating. Now let's go to cheating. Why did they cheat? This is another aspect. Why did they cheat? Oh, well, he just wanted to have his cake and eat it too. But where did that come from? That's not something you just raise with. However, it can be a behavior that we see from our parents and our mentors around us. So when it comes to healing, I think, Sandra, that you have other aspects to look at. Because to me, this looks like an investment and you're not seeing the fruit of your labor. Now, I know from the cards that we pulled previously, the Nine of Pentacles came out, which means this Seven of Pentacles is going to go to the Nine of Pentacles during the time of that civil war. You will see the fruits of your labor. Okay. However, with this healing card, there's something to do with how your relationship with money. Okay. Sometimes if we grow up with money, our relationship with money is not the best. Sometimes if we grow up without money, we end up living in a spirit of fear, or we doubt our worth or something because we don't have a certain amount of money. Okay. So you know, what is it that you're working towards? With the Seven of Pentacles, you're putting a lot of work in here and you feel like you haven't seen the results, but the results of your finances improving has to do with your healing. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay. I tell people this a lot. Your money and your love life are normally attached, and people don't believe me. You get in the wrong relationship, watch your finances go down. Get in the right relationship, watch your finances go up. I tell people all the time, your love and money is attached. Most people, what happens when you're single, your finances do okay, right? But then when you get into union with the right person, it can double, because now you got two of y'all manifesting. So the wrong person if you go into union with the wrong person, it will end up being lack. All right. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Okay. So let me tell you something. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, this is what I feel. Okay. Now, this could be this does have to do with your finances. Okay. I feel like you invest a lot of energy into stuff and either you walk away or people walk away from you. Okay. Why is this happening? The Ace of Wands, greener grass. What I'm picking up here is the energy of looking for better, looking for something greener. Okay. And that's the truth. It's at the bottom of the deck. This is, so you have okay. Damn. Okay. So you have an energy here of investing. I'm not going to lie. If this has to do with relationships, you keep giving wife privileges before you're actually the wife. And you're investing in it and you're thinking that it's going to turn into something serious. And then it ends up walking away. Now you end up walking away, or the other person. If it's your career and your money, you invest all the time and energy in it, and either they turn you away or you end up walking away. It doesn't end up turning into fruition. One, because Ace of Wands, you're constantly looking for something else, constantly looking for something better. Either you or the places that you're choosing to work with, or the people you're choosing to have relationship with. Okay. Why are they doing what's the issue here? Stop giving a certain level of dedication in people, to people, and even in your career, waiting for them to value you a certain way, waiting for them to see you a certain way. It kind of goes back to husband and wife privileges. I don't give wife privileges. There's certain things that I'm not going to do because I'm not your wife, period. So the men that I've dealt with in my life knew, and they would try and say, okay, well, Nikki, no, I'm not. You're not my man. You're not my husband. And they would be like, man, my ex-girlfriend, well, that's fine. And she's your ex-girlfriend, isn't she? Because she doesn't put a cap on her shit. She don't put a standard on herself. And men go through the same thing. Stop giving husband privileges to girlfriends. Stop treating these hoes like they're your wives. That's not. And then you play husband and wife for a little while, and then you walk away, and y'all go. She goes and plays husband and wife with someone else, and you go play husband and wife with someone else. Like, it's foolishness. Okay. So I feel like here, and if it's work related, you keep investing time and energy into it's almost like getting a job and working your ass off and not getting what you deserve. And you're like, I don't understand. I worked my ass off. It's not just about you. This is where the angles come in. It's not just about you. There's other angles to look at. Okay. And so when you start looking deeper into those other angles, yes, it does require a little bit of analytical work. Okay. So if I'm working my ass off for my boss, giving my all, how come they fired me? How come I feel like, or how come I have to go get it? I have to go look for a new opportunity. So you know what? You want to know why? Because maybe the job that you chose, they don't value people that work hard. They don't value they don't value the quality of the work. They value the quantity. They rather you do double the work, but it not be quality. Other places value that you have it be quality, even if it means the quantity is going to be low. So to me, if it's your career, if you feel like you're not getting what you need to choose different places. Different, when I go on a job interview, you know what I tell them? You know how they get to the end of the interview and they say, hey, do you have any questions for us? And I'm like, as a matter of fact, I do. And they usually look at me like I'm crazy because apparently people don't ask questions. And I'm like, I pull out my pad. I sure do. I pull out my pad. Okay. And I'm like, okay, how long have you been with the company? And they're like, oh, 5 years. I'm like, and what made you come here? And they're like, oh, well, I saw this, and I'm like, and what position did you start in? Are you in the position you started in, or have you moved up since you've been here? And they're like, oh, I've gotten promoted like one time, or the other would be like, no, I'm in the same position. Oh, so you've been in the same position for 5 years? Okay. Then when I say stuff like that, they're like, oh, but that was my choice. Liar. No, it's not. Stop it. Okay. Because nobody goes into a company job and says, oh, I'm just going to sit here in this position forever. Nobody thinks that unless you're at a certain age. Once you get to a certain age, maybe 50, 60, then yes, you might say, okay, I'm going to stay here. I'm good. But for the most part, most people have a desire to have more money and more power. That is just normal for human nature. Okay. So if you tell me that you've been in the same position for 5 years, and you have not moved into a lead position, or you haven't applied, even if you tell me, okay, well, I applied, but I didn't get it, that still shows ambition. But if you don't, then that tells me that you're content where you are. Now, that tells me two things about the job: that the company must be pretty damn good for you to choose a position and stay there and not feel like you want to move up. So that makes me feel good about the environment in the company. So you feel like, hey, I can stay here. I'm good. That's a good sign. Okay. Number two, what it tells me about the company is that this company obviously has long-term benefits to staying with it, because nobody's going to stay with a company that doesn't have long-term benefits. So if those are the things that I'm looking for, then these are the jobs I need to look for. Okay. This is the plus. All right. So I'm kind of just breaking it down for you. Now, if this is about love and relationships, okay, you could have several relationships. Well, first of all, let me ask and see if this healing is related to relationships. Spirit, is this healing related to relationships? Queen of Swords reverse. Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. The Queen of Swords reverse is definitely a yes. And your Empress, your mom, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, you have there's a problem with the men in your life, or with people in your life. They show you one face and then they change up on you. And with the Queen of Swords, you feel like you've been conned. It's like somebody showing you, I'm this stand-up guy, I'm this stand-up person, and then you turn around and they change on you. Their personality flips, and you're like, what happened? Like, I don't understand. And I'm gonna tell you why, because this is like somebody that'll tell you whatever you want to hear. The Queen of Swords in reverse, she'll tell you whatever you want to hear. This person doesn't care about anybody else's feelings but their own. So if it's relationships, and I'm not talking about just love relationships, I'm talking about friendships and people around you, you tend to attract people to you that will say what you want, say what they think you need to hear to get close to you. And then you invest the time and energy, and then they drop you. Now, there is something here that I'm picking up on that I have to ask about it. Is she dealing with generational karma being handed down from the woman in her family? Is she dealing with a certain level of generational karma that has been handed down from the woman in her family? The Emperor, it came from your father. So whoever your father is, this is generational karma. I could feel it. This is the child pays for the sins of the parent. Yep. What's the karma? How did the father create the karma? How did the father create the karma? The Four of Wands. Okay, so that's marriage, commitment, celebrations, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords reverse. To me, this looks like having an energy, a masculine energy, who there was a lot of betrayal, there was a lot of issues in the home. And this is father energy with the Emperor. Is this the father of her children? Is this Emperor the father of her children? No, I asked about generational. But I'm going to ask and make sure, is this the father of the children that has generational? No. Is this coming from her bloodline specifically? Queen of Pentacles. That's the mom. Yeah, this is coming from your bloodline. Yeah, Three of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting here is an energy of betrayals repeatedly over and over and over in the house, and nobody left. They stayed and started over again. Let's just start over again. Let's just stay. I can't say it's cheating, but I'm just saying heartbreak or betrayal. You break my heart, we stay, we start over again. I break your heart, we stay, we start over again. This has created a karma on you that has been passed down. This is karma passed down from a parents. Yeah. And they pass this unhealed energy down to you. And this energy may be the energy of, I have to try and make it work over and over again, or I'm just going to make it work because we're together, we're married, or we're committed. And I'm just going to, no matter how much you hurt me or I hurt you, we're just going to keep it going. And they were building karma, stacking it up. And all these swords got handed down to you through pregnancy. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. This has affected your finances. Damn. This is no lie. Two of Pentacles. This is poverty. This is poverty energy. So your finances are attached to your love life and your healing. And this is something that's been handed down from your parents. That's why forgiveness is here. You have to forgive your parents for not standing up, not doing what needed to be done, not choosing to protect the children over themselves or appearances. This is not choosing the kids. There's no Page of Cups out here. Nobody put the kids first. But a lot of people believe that concept that, what do they say? Well, it's better to have a mother. What is it? It's better to have a father in the home than no father at all, or it's better to have a mother in the home than no father at all, or we're married, we're going to stay together and make it work. But it causes more damage and it creates generational karma. And right here, this karma is coming down from them, and because they weren't able to heal it, you're being called to heal it, which is when something is not healthy, when something is not right, you have to leave. Don't try and make it work. If it's not right, it's not right. If it's meant to be, it'll come back together, period. But this is generational karma being handed down. So you are breaking a generational curse on finances by healing and saying, I will not accept this. I have standards for myself. I don't care if it's a husband, wife. I don't give a damn what it is. I will not accept this, because when we accept certain things, we bring karma onto our bloodline, and we heal our bloodline when we stand up and say, and we love ourselves and we raise the vibration and say, no, this will not stand. We won't do this. And now we've broken a generational behavior and curse off of the family by doing that. Clarify, Spirit. Is this what she needs to heal? The standard, raising her standard of what she will accept and what she won't, and not being so patient. And sometimes we say, okay, well, I'm just going to wait. Things will get better. No, they don't. They don't. And then we keep waiting and waiting, and we don't understand that there's other sides to why it's not getting better. And so we end up leaving at the end, or the person ends up leaving us But you have to remember, when two people are not supposed to be together, God will give you messages to tell you that you're not supposed to be with them. And if you say, well, I don't want to leave, it's the father of my child or it's the mother of my child, God is like, okay, cool. I'm going to go to the mother. I'm going to do like Pharaoh with Egypt. I'm going to move the heart of the father or the mother to leave you, because you don't understand how precious you are to me. So if you're not going to choose you, I'm going to get them to choose someone else so that I can get you by yourself with me, so that I can talk to you. So sometimes when people tell me I just don't have the strength to leave, God is like, okay, I'm going to get the other person to leave. But sometimes people do have the strength to leave and they still stay. And God's like, you have the strength to leave. Yeah, but I just don't want to. And he's like, okay, well, now it's a little different, because you have the strength to leave. You just don't want to. So now, or you want the other person to leave when you know you're supposed to leave. So now it's going to blow up. It's going to blow up. And what could have ended and been a small situation ends up blowing up being a tower. So I feel like you're what needs to be healed here is a standard that you set for yourself. I will not accept certain treatment. No one will talk to me this way. I will not allow anyone to, I'm not going to give too much of myself. I'm not going to be jumping through hoops and running favors and doing stuff for people, and I don't get that back. I am not going to give more than I receive. And I'm not going to stay in friendships, jobs, places, or anything where I am not valued. There will be no keep on doing it over till we hit the 10 of swords. I am not my parents. My parents may have gotten back together 15 times. That's nice. I'm only doing this shit once or twice and then I'm done. I'm not like them. I'm not spending the rest of my life doing what they did and staying together or trying to make something work and miss out on opportunities that God has for me. Each generation is charged to do it better than the generation before. We are supposed to do it better than the generation before, not repeat what they did. And so that's why that's what your finances are attached to. During the time of this civil war, there is some changes that are going to take place for the better for you. Thus that 9 of Pentacles that came out earlier. Okay. Spirit, what is she? There we go. The 7 of Cups. Okay. And the 7 of Cups talks about an inability to commit. So do you have an inability to commit in your career? So think about it. If the 7 of Pentacles has to do with what you invest your time, energy, and your money into, okay, you need to be a little bit more selective. See, you could choose the wrong person. That's what keeps happening. You choose the wrong person or the wrong job. The 7 of Cups tells you you need to choose wisely. So however you've been choosing, you need to choose differently. For example, when I talk about relationships, guys, I know y'all probably think I've been in like 25 different relationships. I haven't. Okay. However, I have to use speak about it in this way because I don't want these men to, like, if I say certain things, they're gonna sue my ass. Trust me. Okay. Because some of them are whole bitches. Okay. So I will say I had a relationship, right? And I had a choice between two. All right. And I chose the wrong one. Okay. And I said to myself, the parameters on which I chose in the relationship, I basically was in charge of everything. The money, the home, the car, the bills, everything. That's not what I wanted. It was kind of thrust upon me because I saw relationships like that and marriages like that. But then once I got in it, I was like, this is not me. I don't want to control everything. I don't. It's tiresome. Now, there's some women that like that level of control. I do not. I don't want to be the man. I want a man. I don't want to be the man. Meaning I want to say, baby, can you handle this? Or I want to know that he's got it. I don't have to tell him, and I don't have to babysit him. Baby, did you do this? Did you do? He's a grown ass man. He got it. He knows what to do. He was doing certain things before he got with me. So for me, the dynamic of what I saw and grew up around me did not work for me. Okay. And this is the number one reason why I'm single. Because I have to have a man that knows how to stand in a leadership role, which means he's going to make some executive decisions and tell me afterwards. He's going to say, babe, you know, so remember you were saying you wanted to upgrade the truck, or you wanted to get a new truck. Well, I went to the dealership. They had an amazing sale on, and I went ahead and got it. And I'll be like, thank you. I got the color you like, the features you like. He knows what I need, so he's going to meet those needs. Am I going to be the one? Oh, I wasn't there when you got it. Oh my God. He got it, because I wouldn't marry him if he didn't. I wouldn't take on the name or be in a relationship with a man that can't handle shit. It's just the way I am. Okay. But sometimes, as women, we tend to get with a man and think that we're going to push him into that leadership role. He needs to be in that role before you get with him. There's certain things he needs. If that's what you're looking for, you can't raise a man. So you need to make sure he's that before you go into it. Because I like to make apple pie and pancakes and stuff, and I'm tired of being on the battlefield. I need the man to stand up and handle some shit. Okay? So I can stay in my feminine energy. All right? So I feel like you need to look at the decisions that you made in the last time. If you dated a man, you said, well, I'm only going to deal with this man. I only want a tall man. You might want to try a short man. Because I'm going to tell you, there's some really good men. Listen, Linda. Women are like, I want a man that's sick. Listen, I'm good. I don't have to. He don't have to be super tall. I'm straight. I've had some short men that were absolutely amazing. And women sleep on short men, let me tell you. They do. Okay. All right. Don't judge a book by its cover now. But the same thing goes with a tall man. Don't judge a book by its cover. Because you may say, well, I don't like tall men, but you'll get one. He'll have everything that you want him to have. And then some. Okay. So we have to change up our decision-making process. And maybe you keep choosing jobs that are similar to what your family chose, or your mom or dad chose, or you're choosing people in your life, friends, similar to the friends that your mom or dad had or didn't have, or you're choosing love interests based on what you saw, and it's time to switch it, flip that shit. Okay? Because everything, I love my dad, don't get me wrong, I love my father, but everything my dad is, I choose the opposite. I do. I'm sorry. I choose a man. Some women are like, well, I want to have a say. I'm good. Because I've done it before. I've had too much on my shoulders because I could not rely on the man in my life to take over and to handle certain things. And I did, and I stepped in and I did it. And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining in any way, shape, or form. For who I was back then, that worked. But for who I am now, that won't work. Okay? It won't work. All right? I need him to lead. All right? In a lot of ways. Okay? So I feel like with the 7 of Cups, you need to look at your decisions that you've made. Okay? And you need to see, how do I need to go about this differently? Okay? Yeah, how do I need to go about this differently? You got more cups to choose from. More, but here goes the thing. People are going to be coming towards you, and you got to know whether or not they're keepers or throwbacks. I just had an appointment with a young man who I told him that, and I said, this girl's a throwback. I said, she plays way too many mind games, and she's like, you don't want this one, son. Okay. And he said, damn, you broke her down to a T. I said, yes, because you don't want her. I'm telling you, she's got damage. Okay. Judgment. There you go. This all comes down to judgment. This all comes down. You're healing right now. Judgment is about clarity, a final decision, okay? To see what you need to change in your decision-making process pertaining to money or pertaining to men in your life. Friends and family, okay? Yeah, that's what this is. Once you do that, you can forgive all the people who have hurt you. You can forgive all the family members that weren't there. You can forgive your parents for not putting you first as a priority in their marriage. Okay? Because children are the priority. They should be. All right? And our well being should be. And our parents, some of us have old school parents, so it is what it is. We can't change the past, but we damn sure can change the future. It's like coming to America when they were in the limo and his wife was upset with him. And he said, "What is wrong with you?" The girl said, "No." She said no because of the way you treated her. He said, "It doesn't matter." Okay. Because of tradition. All right. And who am I to change tradition? And she said, "I thought you were the king." Now, are you not the queen or king of your life? Are you not allowed to change your mindset, the way you move, how you think, that your decision-making process and relationships and jobs? This is your life. Pardon my mouth, but F society and what they think. This is your life. Do you know how many men and women I see don't go after the man or woman they want because of their family or what somebody else thinks? They lose out on amazing opportunities for love because, well, people think that it's not going to be this for me, or they don't think that's the right one. Listen, I love every single one of my kids. I have never been, there have been choices that they've made that I did not like. But the most important thing is, does it make you happy? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, then go with it. You will learn what you need to learn. But at least when you learn it, you won't look at me and say, "Mom, you told me to choose that person and I did this and they ended up this." Mm-mm. You chose them. So when you come back and if it doesn't work out, you can come back and say, "Mom, I made a poor decision. I need to look at how, and why I made that decision. Why did I choose that person?" However, if it works out beautifully, then my kids will come back and tell me, "Mama made a really good decision." And I'm like, "I'm proud of you because I've raised you to make good decisions for yourself, not for me, not for dad, not for your grandma, for yourself, because you're the next generation. And I need to know that you can handle the challenges that I may not have with my generation, but you will have with yours. You are the next generation." Judgment in the Seven of Cups. Your healing is attached to you looking at your decision-making process and then forgiving the people who passed this down to you and forgiving yourself. And let me tell you the beautiful thing about forgiving yourself. When you turn your back, when you truly forgive yourself for the decisions you made, you open up a whole new level of healing. See that light around her head? Okay? You ascend into a higher level of understanding and you won't repeat that mistake again. I've heard people say that when you get married the first time, and it doesn't work out, that you shouldn't do it again. I disagree. For some people, they do get it right the first time. For other people, our first marriage was our trainer marriage. Our second marriage is our forever marriage. And that's how I see it. Did I love my first husband? Of course. Did I learn a lot of things in that marriage? Absolutely. Did I grow as a woman? Yes, I did. And divorce helped me grow even more so. But I will be a different type of wife in my second marriage because I'm a different type of woman. People change, they evolve. That's the beautiful thing about healing. So I'm not taking anything from that first marriage. I've changed my decision-making process. and I'm clear and I understand that certain things can't happen in my life unless I allow them to, or I make certain decisions and I take certain actions. It's not, I didn't have people talk about their ex, oh, they were this or that. To own your shit. You chose that person. Own your shit. There's nothing wrong with the fact that we chose the wrong person. But what you do next is huge. Do you choose again the same thought process, or do you elevate your thought process? Forgive yourself and move into your new season and change your thought process, because doing so is going to lead to everything you want. Clarify forgiveness, please. Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. The Page of Cups in reverse is immature. It also has to do with a lack of emotional intelligence. Okay. There's somebody around you that you need to forgive because they lacked emotional intelligence. They probably made very immature decisions, and those decisions affected you. And with the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like this is you being a child who was directly affected by the decision, the immature, the decisions that your parents made or people made around you that lacked emotional intelligence. They did not know how to process their emotions. Learning how to process your emotions is not something that just comes in life. We learn from the people around us. I had a lack of emotional intelligence. I did. And I went to therapy. After I got divorced, I realized that my mindset and the way that I deal with things, I was 30 some years old getting divorced, and my mindset and behavior pattern was that of a 20 some year old. And I said, this is why I made some of these dumbass decisions, because I need to mature in my decision-making process. And in order for me to do that, I had to get out there and be around people, see certain things, experience certain things in life in order to say, okay, now I know when I see this, I'm not going that way. I'm not choosing a man or woman like that to be my friend or in a relationship. I'm going to choose this way. So life, in order to learn what you need to learn, you got to get out into the world. That's why when people tell me I'm looking for a husband, I'm looking for that, I'm like, how many people have you dated? If I told y'all how many dates I've gone on, I have literally, I'm 44 years old, 47 years old. I have literally gone on over probably 100 to 200 dates, which is quite appropriate. Now, did I sleep with them? Hell no. But did I talk and converse? Yes, because I am the kind of person that once I meet someone, I know God brought them in my life for a reason. And there's something for me to learn, even if I never sleep with them and it never goes into a relationship. I get on there, I talk, we converse. As soon as I learn certain things, I'm like, nope, this is not it. Click, next one. And people will be like, damn, Nick, how do you just move on like that? Because I'm learning. Life is about learning. Every person you meet isn't meant to stay in your life, but you may be meant to learn something from them. They're a teacher and you're a teacher to them. And then you move on. But sometimes we get so attached to the person that we miss the lesson. I don't miss the lessons anymore. I don't want to spend the rest of my life doing in and out relationships with the same people. That means I haven't learned shit. Or constantly forgiving this person for stabbing me back over and over again. I haven't learned anything. I've learned to allow people to abuse me. That's what I've learned. So maturity, emotional maturity comes when we get out into the world, we experience certain things that say, whoa, no, red flag. And we don't say, oh, I'm never going to date again. I'm never going to love. Don't do that to yourself. Because now you're going to be 67 years old with a 23-year-old emotional intelligence. And that's why you see some of these people out here that are 40 and 50 with a 20-year-old, because they have the same level of emotional intelligence. They respond the same way to shit. Because there's no 50-year-old or 60-year-old or 40-year-old that could be with a 20-year-old or someone significantly younger unless they're at the same level of emotional intelligence. That didn't work. And usually that's when you have a man or a woman that's significantly older and they chose somebody significantly younger. And you can see the emotional immaturity on both parties. Money and career are irrelevant. Okay? That's money and career is irrelevant because who we are at work is not who we are at home. Okay? You could be the CEO of a company and run a whole company at work and come home and be immature as hell in your relationship and marriage. Okay? So this is about forgiving and forgiving yourself, gaining the knowledge emotionally that you need to move forward. Okay? The devil, there you go, in reverse. Breaking generational behaviors, breaking tradition. This, you might have a tradition in your family. They told you, oh no, if you get pregnant, you got to get married. Don't do that shit. Just don't get pregnant. Or don't marry someone just because you're pregnant. Or don't go into a relationship because you're pregnant. I mean, like, let's keep it real. Don't do those things because these things are not, you're not supposed to. You're not. Okay? You can't correct one thing with another, which is why we have a shitload of people out here in marriages that they're not supposed to be in because they put the cart before the horse in order to try and correct it. It doesn't work that way. You don't correct it. You just end up divorced down the line. Or you end up in a marriage where you, this shit right here, keep hurting each other and you don't leave. You keep putting up with the same shit. Okay? Illusions. All right? So you need to forgive yourself for the things the behavior patterns that you picked up. And then you need to move forward. See? The moon card. Unseen changes are coming in. As you drop this there's emotional baggage here that you need to forgive. Take it to the wade in the water. Wade in the water, chillin', wade in the water. Something gonna trouble the water. Okay? You need to free yourself. You need to go. You need to free yourself. Okay? You know, you can't take the pain from the past in with you. And it reminds, when slaves were trying to free themselves and run to freedom, they went through the swamp and went through the water so that the dogs would lose their tracks, so that they wouldn't take that scent with them on to their new life that they were headed towards. I don't know if you've ever been baptized, but I feel like you need to be. And if you have been, I don't feel like the first one took. I'm going to keep it real. Okay? Strong baptism energy here. Okay? You are a new person, a new day. Okay? Release it. You are not your mother. You're not your father. You're not your grandmother. You're not your grandmother, your grandfather. New day. Okay? And that's going to bring about the King of Cups. Because see, if you're looking for someone, they're looking for you. Okay? They're looking for you. The Hermit. I love this because this is a learned man. This is a learner. The Hermit is a person who knows how to self-reflect and go in. Okay? So what do you have to look forward to? Moving out of troubled waters. Okay? Look at that. You're right behind it. The Queen of Cups. Okay? But you got to get that cup full, which comes with healing yourself. Okay? Your match is waiting for you. He can't see you. Clarify. Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. Look at that. That's beautiful. Equal give and take. Okay? I give to you. I feed into you. You feed back into me. These relationships that society pushes, where women are supposed to kiss a man's ass, or a man is supposed to kiss a woman's ass, that's not how it's supposed to be, y'all. It's supposed to be, I breathe into you, you breathe into me. I give to you, you give to me. We love equally. If my heart is broken, your heart is going to get broken too. Which is why we're both going to put the work in. Because we both have something to lose if we don't. But when you go into these partnerships where one person's heart is not going to be as broke as the other, that's a problem. There's nothing to, one person is never going to strive as hard as the other. because they don't love each other and love. They're not in love with each other, because you can love someone and not be in love. Okay. So that's what I see for you here. All right. I feel like there's somebody here with the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords. You could have a violent person, somebody here who doesn't want to work with you, somebody you can't work with. The Happy Squirrel. I feel like there's somebody that doesn't want to see you happy. And we have the Five of Swords reverse here. And you need to forgive this person. Okay. And when you forgive this person, there's a healing that's going to take place. I forgive you for hurting me. I forgive you for being nasty. I forgive you for these things. And I pray to God that you find everything that you're looking for. But I'm moving forward. And I'm taking my power back. I'm the boss of my own life. Call my family members. Call whoever you want. I don't care. I don't have to be your friend. I don't have to be this to you. All those things that these people did, I don't have to do that. Okay? Somebody's not going to like that because they don't want to see you have love. See that Ace of Cups? Somebody don't want to see you. Somebody is going to be angry when you find love and long-term stability. And you know what? So what? So what? Okay? What do they say? If you don't have any haters, you ain't doing something right. Okay? And that's on God, Sandra. Okay? Spirit, what does she need to know? What does Sandra need to know? I keep hearing, you're beautiful. It's true. Remain positive. Remain positive. You know why? Because in order to bring love in, you have to be in a loving energy. Every time I want to get angry or something, I have to, no, Nikki, pull it together. How you going to ask somebody to love you or come into you with a loving energy, but you're sitting in this nasty energy? You can't do that. You can't. I listen to love songs every day. I remind myself love exists. It's here. It's strong. I just have to believe. I have to stay positive. Because if I stay positive, I'll attract people to me that walk in love, whether it's friendships, family, okay, love. I can't ask for, I got to have positive come to me. If I walk in the energy of confusion, I'm going to attract confused people to me. Okay. Helpful people. There you go. Can't make it up. Sometimes you need help to learn how to heal. People, I know how to heal. No, do you? Because I didn't know how. I didn't even know I needed healing. I didn't know that I was bitter. I didn't know that I was hurt. I didn't know these things. But you know what I did? I started surrounding myself around people that were positive. And they helped to heal me. I didn't have to heal by myself. I've healed in some healthy relationships. I've healed around healthy friends. I don't have to heal by myself. Everybody heals differently. Some people like to sit by themselves and heal. Me, I love to be in love. I love hanging with my friends. I love having people around me, catering to them, doting on them, having them dote on me. It goes back and forth, the healing. But what I don't do, I will not continue to heal people who get healed and then leave me to the wayside. Or they heal themselves with me and then go value other people with the healing that they got from me. I won't do that anymore to myself. So I am very big on consistency in my life. Consistent friends, okay? And consistent love interests, and consistency is huge, okay? And that's what you need to heal. Helpful people who are going to be consistently around you in positive energy. In a year from now, okay, you are drawing, okay, someone to you. Yep. All right. Let's see. A year from now, the event you're asking about will occur within this year or soon after. During this time interval, you are encouraged to stay optimistic. See, remain positive and to continue with self-care activities and other preparations for your desire. Remember that other people's free will choices are involved. Your angels are presently working behind the scenes on your behalf, even if you can't immediately see the evidence of your answered prayers. See? I went out today. I went out and I bought myself a cute dress 2 weeks ago, and I wore the dress today. And I went over to Georgetown, Texas, and I got 3 people that were just like, that dress is so cute. And I was like, thank you. That, it made my day to hear 3 people. And my friend was on the phone with me, and she was just like, she said, I see you now. And I said, yeah, I went shopping and I got myself some cute dresses from Ross, cute summer dresses. Okay. I went through my closet. I threw out some shoes that I don't need anymore. Okay. While I'm waiting for my husband to come in, okay, I got time on my hands. I got a whole bunch of shit in my life I got to take care of. Okay. So when he comes, there's room. I'm ready. So sometimes we're praying for something, but emotionally, we still got to make room. Okay. And, or physically. I got so many things on my plate. Okay. But it felt good to have somebody give me a compliment on my dress. So you know what I did? I gave somebody else a compliment. Oh, that is so nice. Because positivity is contagious. Happiness is contagious. Peace is contagious. Fear, contagious. Negative mindset, contagious. Speaking down on people or saying nasty things, nasty energy is contagious. I choose to surround myself with the latter, because I'm not going to grow anything in that low vibrational energy. And I'm not going to attract anything except other hurt people. And I don't want any more trauma bonds in my life. A lot of us don't look at it that way, but a lot of us have had trauma bond relationships, trauma bond friendships. Well, my mom and dad went through it. Listen, yes, but you're the next generation. You're the next generation. Got to do it better than them. Okay? Remain positive. It says the angels are asking you to keep an optimistic attitude. This is a very positive momentum beginning to build toward the creation of your desires. You're speeding your dreams along by maintaining a cheerful and confident demeanor. It may seem as though your plans are taking a long time to manifest, but very soon you will see a change. Don't allow yourself to lose hope when your dreams are so close to coming true. And see, that's that 7 of Swords. That's that 7 of Pentacles. Every time you get close to something happening, 8 of Cups, you walk away. Stay in that positive mindset. Stay in that, I know what God has for me is coming. Because the moment you doubt, well, I don't know, that's when you push it further away. Love, happiness, jobs, finances. As soon as you doubt, you just push it 2 steps away. Now you got to work to bring it back in. And it put you, so some people, we sabotage our own timeline. Okay. That's why positive people around you is so important, because if you do not have the right people speaking into you, whew, okay, this card indicates that it's time to expand your circle of friends, or you may find yourself needing to do some professional networking. Make time to branch out in order to create the personal or career connections necessary to be happy and successful. This card can also indicate that your situation requires the input of those who can assist you in accomplishing the task before you. This may include professionals in fields related to your question or others who work for or around you. It could also include people in your personal life who have experience that would be useful, like I shared with you today. This card lets you know that someone will be entering your life soon who can help make your dreams come true. Okay? Learning to be positive, learning to heal. These are things that I couldn't do on my own. I got guidance from amazing people around me that gave me steps Some of them did it as my friends. Some of them did it in relationships. Some relationships I went in and I healed a piece of myself. The relationship ended. I moved into another relationship down the line and that I healed a piece of myself there. And every relationship, we got to stop looking for things to be forever and look for that, for what is it here to teach me? I'm not here to, and sometimes I go, well, Sapphire, I think I'm supposed to heal him. Hold up. Are you God? Are you his mama? Because you're not supposed to fix anybody. You're supposed to be yourself and focus on yourself. And if they heal and do their focusing on themselves, then it's going to work beautifully. Y'all will have something that'll come together beautifully. But if you're healing yourself and they're not healing themselves, then it's going to fall apart. Because you can't be unequally yoked in healing. People always talk about being equally yoked financially. It doesn't have anything to do with money. I wish people would stop saying that. It has to do with healing and love. Do you love me equally? Do I love you equally? Are you equally healed? Did you learn the lessons that I've learned for us to come together? Because, see, we can both have money in the bank. But if we don't have healing, it won't work. Okay? So that's what I have for you, love. All right? I will speak to you guys later. Bye.